Previously on Tim Plays a Game. Alter Ego, the laptop has disappeared. What? Why would any of us want to steal Alter Ego? How about this for a reason? There's a traitor among us. Celeste, what happened? I was stupid. I got attacked. This is the one that attacked Celeste and Hifumi. Isn't that right, Hifumi? Yeah, that's him. I'm sure of it. Robo Justice. No. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, God. The robot's there, isn't he? Oh, jeez, what? Oh!
Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Yasu. Hiro.
What's up, everyone? It's Tim from Tim Plays Game, here with Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa, playing on Nintendo Switch. First, better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it.
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file, anyway. Maybe. Still, something to go on here. It's like, yeah, they both died, and then they got hit in the back of the head, and that's it. There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
Perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if that killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? That's what I'm thinking has happened here. Two murderers, or one murderer and an accomplice. An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which,
Flashback.
I'd
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear if there is anything to become blackened.
And so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Right.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it. Yeah, I mean, so why would there be an accomplice at this point? Unless they thought... That's why I think, like, one person killed one body and one person killed another body. This way, it's like, okay, well, there's a 50-50 chance one of us will get out of here, or that's the idea behind it. I mean, if we're going off the assumption that both people who died got killed by the same person, then we're kind of screwed. We basically got to solve for two murders here. So basically, you can be accomplice. Yeah, okay. So are you saying that nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing!
So in other words,
Then we need to figure out who the one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
well,
Okay, let me take the opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true blackened who devised the murder and plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one. Okay, so
Well,
I mean, he's being really he's being really vague about it, but like specific in other parts. That's enough explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. Okay, so the way he said it, so there can only be one black and an accomplice wouldn't benefit. The way he said it, though, it sounded like this whole thing was plotted by one person, and there might have been someone else helping, but basically one person is responsible for all this happening. Unless Taka killed Hifumi and then someone killed Taka. That case, that might work. Okay. then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone as a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
what?
Oh god, who said Beetlejuice 3 times? What? I'm offended! Kya? You, when did you? I've been looking all over you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. That voice hurts. You murderous fiend.
You SOB!
Anyway, you there, milk sack swimming girl. Wait, what? Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. You have the word genocide in your name.
What?
So what? I'm just a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. God, here we go. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
But on another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless on this investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. Yeah, finally. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. It never is. Alright. Yeah, first off, let's look at the hammers, because this is a big deal. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some of them are more like mallets. Is that so much of a distinction? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers have been obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Someone wash it recently? Spotless hammers, banana, okay. I mean, there are basically 4 hammers missing, and we had 4 hammers used, so, yeah. Alright. Let's see, Taka, he'll never move again, really? According to the Monokuma file, Taka died of a blow to the head. Found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid under his body. The killer used this to move Taka's body. That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp has been added to truth bullets. Dead body number 2. Fumi's big, cold body laying. Really gotta go out with one more fat joke here. Fumi's body, cold body, big, cold, fat, disgusting, cold body, laying on the thin floor. He's laying on the floor. He's really big. Really? Just let it go, bro. He was overweight. Okay, we can all see it. We have eyes. These work. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move? That's actually a good point. How could they move him? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to the repository. Yeah, nurse's office is on the first floor. The repository is on the 3rd floor, so they would have had to go up 2 flights of stairs in order to get to the repository. And they dragged him through the art room and into there, so what's going on here? And then they also did the same with Taka, but, I mean, they were able to dodge us, which is really weird. All the way from the first floor to the 3rd floor, and all without anyone noticing. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Oh, wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Oh! His glasses, okay. Yeah, when his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. Now they're not. That's weird. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Fumi's glasses have been added to the truth bullet section in your handbook. It's Dolly, it doesn't have a handle. Why doesn't it have a handle? I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around without a handle. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait. Oh! Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. It has blood on it. Yo, we saw the blood stain on the floor. Looked like it had tire marks in it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? The body was placed in the dolly and the dolly was moved around. That would make it easy, but that's... I mean, he was... Repository dolly, so he was moved from the physics lab to the art room on the 3rd floor. That could explain how Hataka's body was moved, but it doesn't explain how Hifumi's body was moved. Yakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So, in other words...
Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he's safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about this case? That's what bothers you about this case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies, and pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why did they bother killing 2 people?
What?
That's a good point. Why kill? I mean, they should have just killed 1 person and saved, like, and done half. They could have done half as much work by just killing 1 person. Because all the rules say is if you can kill someone, get away with it, you graduate, right? Why double down on that? So if you're the killer, your #1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. I just gave you an important clue. We are friends. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out, but if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? I know, right? Yeah, I guess maybe I should review this.
So then...
Let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of... Okay, so this is kind of a recap real quick, because this is kind of complicated. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go back and look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. As soon as we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor. Then quickly came, and that's where we saw Hammer 1. Then quickly came and you got me. And got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual who lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, so roughly 7 a.m. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, someone moving at the top of the stairs. That's weird. She says she saw someone moving up there, but we never found anyone up there. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time, she apparently has seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, that strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then, this is where things get weird. Yeah, Hifumi screamed on the 1st floor while we were tracking the guy to the back hallway of the 3rd floor. That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. So Hifumi was still alive at that point. Or about to be dead. And at that point, we decided to split into 2 groups. Celestine and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you and Byakuya and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, he was dead. We found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and... Okay, yeah, so we saw that and then left Celeste... So... That's weird. We got a body discovery announcement for Hifumi, but we didn't get the 2nd one until we found Taka and Hifumi together in the repository. We should have gotten a 2nd one for Taka when we found his body. Coming up right now. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened. Then we should have gotten the 2nd body discovery announcement here. But at the same time, we discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Was Taka still alive then? Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya and that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran to Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body had disappeared. That's it. That was really worth a flashback. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? Yeah, Taka was gone. So then, at that point, Taka had to have been moved on the dolly to the... From the physics lab to the art room repository. This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for the both missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. That door was locked before Celeste, I guess, got it open. How did Celeste get that door open? And there we rediscovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us to now.
However,
looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at this case again, just let me know. We're good. Let's see, what have you figured out? Hey, I'm Makoto. I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Hifumi's and Taka's bodies were discovered, we split up and looked around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came here right to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get in. I know, right? That was weird. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it, and why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Okay, so we can't even truth bullet that. It's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. Ooh. So, someone was inside the repository with the dead bodies. And then when everyone was gone, I guess they unlocked it and left. I don't see any way to lock it from I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. So outside the door, you can't lock it. Door can only be locked and unlocked from the inside the repository, which means there was someone in that room. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... We're just not going to finish that sentence, are we? There's got to be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. Oh, crap, I didn't see that. Alright, so here we are, nurse's office. This is Justice Hammer 3. So I'm sorry I'm doing this out of order, but I just want to try here first. The one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body, but left the weapon behind. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body. Yeah, that still is not answered. How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. Okay, so Hina corroborated that. So then the killer was able to get in, move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time up 2 flights of stairs. It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of any of it as anything less than impossible. I mean, if we had an exact weight on the guy, we could probably... I mean, first of all, the person who carried Hifumi would have to weigh more than him. Yeah, they would have to weigh more than him. So, yeah, they'd have to also be a pretty big guy. Hiro's tall, but not so much big. Taka's jacked, so he could have moved... Maybe? I don't know. There's gotta be... Yeah, we gotta explore more. What's this? Refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess, or to drink. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't say no drinking on them, so doesn't help me though. I'm not a vampire. Not yet. You're not. Give it time. Chapter 4. Yeah, let's see. It's just a normal trash can. Great. Well, wait. There's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. Ooh. And some kind of cartoon character on it. Ah, but it's also covered in blood. Yeah, that's kind of important.
Oh.
Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe off some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Okay, glasses cleaning cloth has been added to the truth bullet section. This is hammer number 4. I think the hammers are weird. It's like they're numbering them, but why? That doesn't make sense. I think they're trying to throw us off with the numbers because we discovered them in order, but yeah, that's weird. Just hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here, which is weird. We already examined the blood. You can see the tire marks. Some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly. Yeah, the dolly in the repository had blood on the tire. So they used that dolly to move the body from here to the repository. Could that blood have... Yeah, obviously. Here, yes. Which means that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the... I just said this. But both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Yeah, so that wasn't hard, but why? I mean... If the guy's able to pick up Hifumi and move him, I mean, why use the dolly to remove Taka? Which is why I feel like 2 people were involved in this. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Fumi's body was in the nurse office on the first floor, so the dolly wouldn't have been any help there. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. That's gonna be like the hard part right there. Like figuring out how they got a dead heavy body up 2 flights of stairs. Alright, Genocide Jack, what do you got for me? I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Good talk. This tarp. Feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Yeah, now. Oh, here, what's up? So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have. I wanted to thank you for what you did. Who are you and what have you done with Byakuya? No, not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hiro wrote to get us all to meet up in the right. You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt, but I don't owe you any more than any explanation. Goodbye. Great. Okay, we'll go to Hiro's room then. Yasuhiro's message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So he said to go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me there? Alright, going to Yasuhiro's room. The door is unlocked. That's really surprising, actually. I guess I can go inside, but Byakuya did say to go look might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. I mean, we kind of got it at this point. We're out of places to investigate. Yeah, this is what I thought his room would look like. This is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? You can see I'll start with these boxes. These are kind of weird. I think there's something in the cardboard box. Blueprints for something, and oh my god, he actually made the costume. Yeah, some things made out of, it looks like cardboard and plaster and plastic. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Yeah, did he like, where did he get these? Robo Justice Blueprints has been added to Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Oh my god, what is everyone running into me for? Makoto, big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found oh, finally, jeez. Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed. We found it. Okay, so we're making progress. Robo Justice. It's Hiro wearing the costume. Wait, what?
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor. I think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. That's suspicious. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. Ran off to the 2nd floor as fast as I could. Good. I'm glad I don't just like freaking walk there, or just like hit the buttons to get there. Just let me get there. Hey, where you been? Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I've had the worst day. I would get... Oh man, you ever have one of those days where it feels like life's beating you over the head with a hammer? Anyway, where you guys been up to? Hiro? Let's talk to Hiro. I want to talk to Kyoko first.
Right.
I found Hiro, really. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and he woke him up.
Don't be mean!
Still can't believe you kicked me. Could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Don't say never mind, you can't... I can't never mind, right? Never mind. Jeez. 2 people are dead and you're like, whatever. More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people? Does she know people think she might be spying with masterminds? First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that. You need to explain where you disappeared to. I'll come back to you later. Well, I mean, I have no idea. One second, I was asleep. Don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up. Then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? Wait, what? Okay, okay, she did it again. She accused him, I mean, well, it's kind of clear that maybe that he obviously made it, but she doesn't know that we found blueprints to that in his room. Or does she? I don't know.
You got it all wrong.
I didn't make this stupid freaking thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that keeps you from getting it. It off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Phew, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your... How does she know that?
Is that okay?
I guess she maybe looked into it? I don't know. Or maybe Byakuya told her. In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious the one who put the costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea, we wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? He was already kind of secured by the suit. Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking, blueprints, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided, you killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hiro running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So, who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a beat, he started pulling on the Robo Justice costume. Oh god, here we go. Whoa!
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
Wait, you can't bend over the waist?
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, he took the suit back off again. That's weird. That's weird. It doesn't bend at the waist, so how could he pick up Hifumi? That's what makes me believe. And not only that, he'd have to bend over to move Taka. So yeah, maybe Hiro was like maybe they just put him in the suit to frame him. And it's kind of a smoking gun, but then why would Hifumi say Hiro's name when he died? Maybe Hifumi just guessed. I don't know. Now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's 'cause you're a girl. It was another guy then. Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems that this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume. There must have been one that looks the same but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? What's that? What's that? You claim there's another suit. Yes, then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Did someone, tell me? I mean, I really don't think he could do anything in that suit. I mean, it's... there's no way he could have moved the bodies in that suit. He could have been like sleepwalking. I don't know. That's really weird.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Tafumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please.
I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Ifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at
Right,
least
computer.
30% right.
That means alter ego and or Chihiro must have done. Go back in the locker.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Unfortunate.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so
Ah,
good.
I know that note. Note. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. I feel like that's true. Secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be the one. You must be one of the one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yahoo! They preyed on me, on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. Well, yeah, it's a shame you're not dead. I still don't buy it.
Don't
Yeah,
be
why wouldn't?
mean.
I guess, yeah, maybe that's why he was left alive to be set up as. Yeah, that's weird. They were trying to kill someone. I guess he would make a pretty good patsy.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with that, with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Oh, great. He has no. Yeah, he is a perfect patsy. He has no idea how to. He has no idea how to prove his innocence. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. What? That's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. I have time to yell. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Oh, you're right. I need to look for a second suit and that note. Feet don't fail me. Really, he said that. Who says that anymore? I guess I better get back to guard duty. I was gonna go ask Toka or Genocide Jack to switch with me. Yeah, let the serial killer take over. She's reliable. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. God, it's like everyone seems guilty for not incredibly guilty, just like 1% guilty. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. Looks like I got late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. You are just no help.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Well, now I do.
shall we go?
I'd be like, you know what? Just you want to do things on your own. Do things on your own. You don't need me, clearly.
Hey,
So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? I mean, yeah, they're dead, so they can't lie.
anyway,
It's like a dead body that lies. I don't know. I can't even think of anything. Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins. Yeah, you're right. My voice is getting bad. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Repository. Here we are. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
so then,
Well then, let's get started. Yeah, she had to kind of take it in there. Crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
Monokuma if I was right, they were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Well, yeah, it's nice to have one person at least who knows what they're doing. Alright, what have you found
Let's
out?
see.
Makoto, I found something good. Finally.
Hey.
You did? Remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you just like other people that much? No, that's not it. I just figured who wears a wristwatch anymore. Anyway, so you said that he had a watch.
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? Huh. Most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6. So wait, 6 o'clock AM or PM? I mean, I guess it would have to be AM, but hard to say, really. I mean, it was a. Geez, I mean, I thought he was killed after Hifumi, but okay, yeah. So it would mean the watch was broken sometimes just
That's
after
right.
6. But last night, Taka's watch definitely. Okay, that's right. So it could be 6 PM because we saw him at 10 PM. Taka's was definitely broken. Yeah, here's a flashback to prove it. Exhibit A. Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly as wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
in other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken. It couldn't have been broken at, yeah, I just said that. Had to be at 6 this morning. Okay, did he break his own watch? I don't understand that.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. Appears to be gripping something. Ooh, you're right. Jeez, how'd that get past me?
Makoto,
Try to pry it out.
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. I mean, you got tools on the wall. Why don't you figure it out? I'm sure you can pry something out of his hands with one of those. Ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, he was finally able to free the object from this tight clenched fist. Piece of paper.
hey,
Was it in his hand this whole... His hand... Okay, so yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's
so
body.
then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. He's left us a few clues of his own. Alright, so, scrap of paper. That'll be the case that'll be the thing that breaks this case wide open. That's tiny scrap of paper. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to... Yeah, that's the big thing here. How were they able to move Hifumi? If Taka died first, maybe Hifumi moved his body. I got it backwards. I thought Taka moved Hifumi, but maybe Hifumi moved Taka. But I was almost certain that... God, okay. I'm getting turned around here. From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third floor and all without anyone noticing. I just can't see how that's possible. The only way I can see how that's possible is if Hifumi walked up the stairs himself. But he was already dead in the nurse's office. Unless he wasn't dead. Okay, that would explain why his glasses were wiped off. He wasn't dead. Okay. Yeah, okay, so... He was pretending to be dead, I guess. And I guess the body announcement came because even they thought he was dead, but he wasn't dead. And then he wiped off his glasses, threw it in the trash can, got Taka, went to here. Okay, that's what happened. So Hifumi And then I guess he killed himself? Doesn't make sense. Further, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which was found in the nurse's office, but when we found his body in the nurse's office, the glasses were covered in blood, like I said. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that? Jeez, okay. What do you know, Kyoko? So, did you find anything? I did, more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Fumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He stuffed it in his pants. No. Stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he's hidden it on purpose, you see. Yeah, so she went in deep.
Why is that?
I did what had to be done. It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead. Yeah, it was in. I guess it was in his pants, not his underwear. Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. Oh. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. So that backs up what Hiro said. And that scrap of paper was torn off this note that Taka had. And this is the same handwriting as the person who made the blueprint, so Hiro's off the hook for this one. But Hifumi's looking very suspicious right now.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. So then he was telling the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Weird note on my door said... Hey, Monokuma can't find out, so let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Ooh. This is a second note. I think that the second note, was the one at 6, was for Taka, which is when he died. The time is different. Hiro told us his note said 1 a.m. This note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had this note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it's been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. So, meaning the part being ripped. Could you maybe explain a little bit more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clenching this scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper? Yeah, it was the part of that note. How would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Yeah.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that, I mean, it's kind of what they've been using a lot of till now, the freaking handbooks. Now, not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about handbooks this time? That'd be nice.
Right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. Handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyo thinks it's important, I think I better keep it in mind. Alright, e-handbook. Yeah, just put it in there for his sake. Alright. Oh, guess what time it is?
Are you excited? Are you pumped?
Yeah.
It's time for the class trial to begin!
Finally!
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot.
Alright, the red door.
Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school.
Red door, first floor.
It
Alright.
would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. I'm sure she's already figured it out.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. Alright, and we're going to the trial next time. So that is going to wrap things up for tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to Tim Plays Game. Stay tuned for more live streams. We'll probably pick this up again Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Till then, this is Tim from Tim Plays Game signing off. And have a good night, guys.